What if a text revealed 1,400 years ago accurately described a brain function that science only discovered recently? Welcome to this fascinating exploration where spirituality meets science. Indeed, the Quran is full of verses that invite us to reflect, and today many of them echo in surprising harmony with scientific discoveries. One of the most striking examples is found in Surah Al-Alaq, the 96th chapter of the Quran, verses 15 and 16. Here the Quran mentions the front of the head, often understood as the prefrontal region of the brain, and describes it as a lying, sinful forelock. But why would the Quran call the front of the head lying and sinful? Now listen to what modern physiology tells us. In respected works like Essentials of Anatomy and Physiology and the Human Nervous System, scientists explain that the prefrontal region is the control center of planning, motivation, moral judgment, and decision-making. It's the very part of the brain where we choose between truth and lie, between right and wrong. And yet, the Quran, revealed 1,400 years ago, had already pointed to this exact region, associating it with lying and sin. So, here's the question. How could a scripture revealed in the 7th century describe the brain's function with such astonishing accuracy long before science itself discovered it?
The Quran, even in the English translation, just completely made sense to me. The Quran just provided me with a cleaner option of all those stories, and then it added to it. There's just a beautiful addition to the thoughts I already had. Even with the chiropractic that I practice, if you read the 96th surah and you read through to 15 and 16, Allah talks about how He's going to pull, or how our souls are going to be pulled out through. The English translation says through our forelocks, right? Through our foreheads, they're going to be ripped out. For a believer, it's just a little perspiration. With my functional neurology, what area now do you think science should support religion and your religion should support your science? If they're right. Where do you think you make that final decision whether you do something or you inhibit that bad action? That's the forehead. That's the frontal lobes. That's the forelock. That's the brain. There's no way we knew that 1,500 years ago. I mean, remember, just a few hundred years ago, people thought women didn't have a brain. They thought, the Christians didn't think women had a soul forever, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, here's the Quran 1,500 years ago or so telling us that this is where you're going to be punished from or pulled out through when you're a bad guy. And that's your final inhibition, that's your final initiation of the good or bad you decide to do.